Spark need to turn something around here. Maybe they will. Gushwei's on the ball, though. I love to see it.
Yeah, and already Creative taking a lot of that damage. But MCD's the first one to go down, and the support lineup is already gone from the Spark. They're looking great here already for the Seoul Dynasty as the point is going to unlock, and you already see Prophet making his way over to flip that.
Yeah, there you go.
Tracer, that's how you know you have to worry about that backline. Shy already almost reaching EMP, but he's hacked himself. Fitz is also low. Architect is the first to go down here for the Spark,
Big
and the EMP has been activated. Yup, hits Animo, and he's actually out of the fight because of that. He goes down, and Creative is going to get hacked right afterwards. Great follow from that, and Shy getting those hacks actually right after the EMP.
That was
So lethal with that too, especially when the Discord's on there. Jester does have that primal, but Prophet's still popping off here. You're gonna have that nano boost. You see him going all the way in. IDK, he gets anti, he gets taken out by Bernard. Following up right there. MCD also is gonna fall, and that's both the support lineup for the Spark gone again. And oh, he's gonna have to quickly reset for 2U. And we're taking so much damage, he gets taken out too. These follow-ups have been consistent from the Spark and falling from these Discord orbs. Now overtime is ticking away, and the Spark are cleaning up. Soul right around with it.
Oh my word. Again, Architect's doing so much work in the back line. He's got Barrage, he's ready to rock and roll.
And look at that, he is able to access that here, and he still finds IDK again, despite the Matrix coming out from Bernard, because they pressured Bernard all at the same time too. Jester making sure, huge EMP, finding 4 on the Seoul Dynasty. Shy making that comeback immediately for the rest of the Spark. With this Diva Bomb, it's not going to be enough to create that space, because Architect and Gushwei are already on the point.
Whoa. Architect bending himself around the wall there like he was a bullet from Wanted. Managed to get the melee kill onto the Mercy.
Be online, and neither will IDK. The Spark have lost their supports, and the Dynasty are making their way over. Getting hacked though, Fitz manages to find Gushwei.
Ooh, look at him go. Sombra, nano charge, left click, just firing the weapon. I think it's music to my ears. I don't know what that sound. Oh my god, Jester just knocked you off the map. Okay. Hey, didn't see that. That EMP didn't quite hit the mark either. Creative ends up going down. Very nice, but Creative should be back for the next fight and the final fight. Another EMP hits Prophet. Okay, again, just trying to stalk out and stagger out these kills on the Dynasty. It's going to go fairly well. Prophet's going to have to just rush back to the point to try and make an impact here.
And he didn't get a map lead already here from the get-go. Jaws and the Spark are doing just that. Staggering Seoul Dynasty, and they can't even touch the point. First map going in favor to the Hunters.
Damage, and look what they're doing right now. They're just all huddling behind the shield. IDK steps a little bit too far, gets halted, and he dies.
They're so split up though. Like right now, you lost both your supports, and now with MCD going down, this is just Dynasty to take this point, just trying to clean up what's left of the Spark, and they're gonna start moving the payload already with Fitz holding on to that Deadeye. You know, we currently have Shy putting down on the Dynasty. I mean, the Transcendence right there, Jaws, was to allow Spark to get into position, and MCD goes down. It doesn't matter. Despite the EMP, no one dives in, and Animo gets MCD, and IDK falls with him again. Support lineup of the Spark are just not having a good time.
Yeah, they're not having a good time at all. A very early rally for the Dynasty. They were kind of perfectly set up for the EMP engage. Not only that, Gesture was able to get down that super...
Coming in from IDK, here comes a Diva Bomb, but the EMP, it's found Fitch and Jester. Gushwei and Shy still go down, and despite these attempts with Shy, it's just not working out for the Spark.
What a flashbang onto IDK there. He was rallied as well, forcing the Transcendence from the Spark.
Oh no!
What a boot! Nope, didn't matter.
He could go back, yeah, he could go back. He had the rocket boosters ready to get back into the fight. He's forced to back up a little bit though, while trying to contest the payload. Currently Shy taking some damage, trying to create that space. Prophet's about to get the Molten Core, and it's Fitz who actually activates the Deadeye. Doesn't get anyone, but still finds MCD's head consistently. The Spark are winning in terms of numbers though, and with 3 members down from Seoul, they actually are forced to back off here. Prophet going down with it.
Yeah, nice nano onto Bernard there to make sure he didn't...
Yeah, oh, and
another E as well on the pulse bomb.
It's not a buffet out here, too, you! I mean, Shy also getting the headshot onto Jester after burning down that shield. We trade them for 2 Diva Bombs onto Fitz and then Architect. Currently, Seoul Dynasty have no DPS left to help them out, and they have a limited time bank with 1 minute and less than 20 seconds on the clock. Transcendence will allow Architect to move up, and they found Fitz first pick here, and now the Transcendence from Creative Can he get to Prophet on time? He does. The sticky from Architect. The Pulse isn't going to find its mark, but IDK does instead on Prophet. Both of the DPS from Seoul Dynasty had their ultimates. Fitz just used it right now desperately, as the rest of the Dynasty are still on the point, but not for long. Big Diva Bomb from Bernard, and that's going to clear out the...
Out-rotating themselves. They've given a lot of this free ground away, and actually Fitz is already gone. And Architect's in the backline too. It's a perfect storm for the Spark right now.
And he followed up from the Discord or two originally to get that first pick. MCD goes down, but it doesn't even matter when your entire lineup is stuck in that room and the Spark have sandwiched you. Bernard finding 2 here too, and now the Spark are also going to be able to move their way onto the point and get that payload moving once they're done cleaning up.
Wow, that's super nice. Yeah, the rally's been activated as well from the Seoul Dynasty. They're going to be so tough to take down, but look at this. Late rally from IDK.
Now IDK with that rally is going to allow the Spark to move up and get these 2 picks, make it 3 while they're at it. Being able to stay on this payload has been so efficient.
That was a really nice attempt attack by Shy there. I think he was actually trying to go for the Zen, but it didn't end up working out. Rally from Animo, though, to start the next engagement off.
And they're already looking great here, too. Jaws have already found both the supports for the Spark. Now they're struggling for that sustainability. They only have the health pack there, the small health pack, and the Dynasty. They have taken control over the...
Animo used his last.
Yeah, Creative is the first one to go down from that Diva Bomb. We talk about Bernard. Not only does he find Creative, but he also finds Fitz. Just for taking so much damage, he gets deleted. Somebody stop MCD. He's burning down Animo Shield. He's just trying to get away, but he won't be able to. It's a cleanup from the Spark, and now they have some breathing room as they get that second wave. Just trying to get into position with the minefields. Stop there's the rotation and the EMP. Finds 3, but doesn't find Fitz as he lets the Deadeye unleash. And now Architect with the Pulse Bomb. The Dynasty, they're at a number disadvantage. Prophet somehow gets away. Now he has the Pulse Bomb, but Architect has found Creative. You have no one from your supports left and nobody to contest. The Spark now take the payload home. Dynasty, and now they're going to be able to dive in. They've already used up the Immortality Field, and they've also used up their Baptiste because Creative is gone, so is Animo, and now the support lineup of the Dynasty will help sustain them.
Yeah, they're all split once again. They should just be able to clean this up, no problem. That's what their comp does best, cleaning up stagger kills. And wow, Seoul Dynasty, what happened there? Well, they went high ground. Perfect, right?
Tries to help sustain Dynasty, and they do so successfully. With this Molten Core, Dynasty have to use almost everything in their arsenal to absolutely take this first point.
Yeah, there seemed to be very much a Hail Mary hack. Fitz was so far in the backline there that it didn't really matter. Ideally, what was that?
He got scared. I don't even know. He might be trying to get into position, but that did not work in their favor with Fitz clicking heads, clicking Shy, and sending IDK back to the spawn. But yeah, I'm not too sure if MCD had fat fingered that, honestly.
Whoa, okay, well.
Around the payload too. No one touches on the payload. You have to make sure that this floor is lava, so you gotta fly over it instead. Dynasty just trying to secure that nail in the coffin. Fitz finding Bernard. It's a matter of time. With Profits also getting set up with the turret, it'd be a difficult time for the Spark. Find that mark, and with this rally, it's gonna be even more difficult. Shy taking a lot of that pressure. Gushue is the first one to go down for the Spark.
Yeah, self-destruct behind this guy as well. Doesn't really find much apart from the Immortality Field.
They're still having this elongated fight here. Jaws, IDK now finding Prophet. They trade that though. Both Shy and IDK go down as Gesture pops off the Supercharger. Able to get so much beneficial damage here. Prophet's gonna come back, but now the Spark are nowhere to be seen to touch that payload.
The back of the team here. Look at all the support he's receiving right now. The space that is being created by Gesture by just holding W is kind of ridiculous. Splits the supports off. Slam from Gushue isn't going to do much, and yeah, he's going to bite the dust as well.
Holding forward, putting down that shield, Jaws, and making...
More ults than they should need, ideally. Prophet goes down.
And the Pulse Bomb has been activated here. Architect finding Prophet. Now Gesture goes down 2. That's 2 down for the Dynasty. 1 for the Spark. The number advantage going in favor. Now as the rally tries to keep...
Self-destruct on point. It's big. MCD dies.
MCD's gone now. IDK is the only support left for the Spark to help them out. Overtime taking away, and now with Prophet finding IDK, they have no sustainability. Just Gushue and his minefields to at least stop the rotation, but look at all that damage he's taking. Nobody left from the Dynasty to contest, or rather, from the Spark to contest on this payload.
That's it, overtime ticking down. They should be able to hold, and yes, they do. First point hold for the Dynasty. Seeing themselves back.
Gets hit with the Pulse Bomb, gets stuck with it, backs off, and now the Amp Major is going to buy that respect. Meanwhile, MCD cashing in on that Transcendence again, but they pull him in and they finish him while they're at it. Dynasty wasting no time, trying to speedrun their way onto taking this first point.
Yeah, super nice rotation. Woo! MCD finishes off Fitz. It might not matter though, they got Supercharger on point.
And now here, Prophet also has that multi-core again. That's going to be more space bought in for the Dynasty. Pulse Bomb coming out from Architect. Doesn't find anyone. It's 2U instead. That got the Diva Bomb pick onto IDK. And we're popping off. And the rest of Dynasty is just a cleanup on aisle 3 here, Jaws. The Spark can't contest.
Oh, unbelievable.
It's taken out by Jester as Shy tried to bring that fight over towards that choke point. Fortunately, isn't going to be able to get anything off of it. Meanwhile, the Spark, they're trying to move their way over to the point, but they're falling instead to the Dynasty with MCD going down, just leaving IDK. Forced to just back off here so that way you can just at least get the rally and help sustain the rest of the Spark as they're just falling off of there, and so they're going to be able to contest. Finding Shy now, Prophet being able to pop off. You talk about the pressure from Architect. Now with MCD utilizing that Transcendence, the Spark are just stuck in that room.
Yeah, nothing you can do. Really nice Deadeye there from Fitz. He let it loose before actually got the kill onto Shy, but Prophet triple blinks over the roof, kills Shy before Bernard could...
Need to follow up here too. With that rally here, IDK tries to help that sustainability. Bernard gets that pick onto Jester, and that's going to be what they needed here because there's less than 30 seconds to even get that first point.
Yeah, okay, wow, the perfect self-destruct from Bernard yet again.
But also to move up, this is their opportunity to engage with that. Meanwhile, here with Gushue having the Supercharger, they do find Prophet, but MCD has a trade that he gets stuck from the Pulse Bomb. Gushue popping off under Jester, sending Seoul Dynasty back to the spawn here. Prophet coming in, and with 2 ticks already in the pockets of Spark, they're just trying to close this out, but the Dynasty are coming out with the Ant Matrix, and they're dealing enough damage. And with time now setting it over to overtime, Shy isn't going to get contested, and now Shy has the Dragons here. Going to let it loose on the point, right behind the Dynasty. Jester gets called out, and now's the opportunity the Spark are going to do it. Currently, the Dynasty won't be able to roll out quick enough. Creative just trying to stall out, but it's not going to be quick here. The Immortality Field not enough, the Ant Matrix not enough, and Prophet, okay, goodbye.
He slipped. He actually just slipped.
Shy now taking some damage, but it's Prophet who's already got an aggressive, who's already been able to take some of that high ground. But Shy just burning not only down the shield, but just trying to put in some extra pressure. D-Max 2U, and the Spark off to a pretty strong start on this defense already, Jaws.
Yep, not bad, not bad. Building up the ults. Quick, clean fight. Almost a team wipe. Fitz spawn.
More intel for the Spark. Trying to play Ring Around the Rosie, but the Architect getting that Pulse Bomb stick onto Creative. Doesn't matter if you have the Ant Matrix, but they've lost MCD and Shy. Everyone getting burned down to the Ant Matrix that the Seoul Dynasty were utilizing there. Prophet also getting that Pulse Bomb pick, and what a different look. Seoul Dynasty now being able to take the map and even out the series. Seoul Dynasty.
Speaking of follow-up, EMP.
Oh, and the EMP does land, hits 3, and Jester gets hit with a double whammy with also the anti-Molten Core now coming in from Prophet. Trying to create some of that space, at least in that side room here, with this nano boost from MCD and the rally just trying to keep the Spark in this fight, keeping Bernard to hold the front lines. The rest of the Dynasty, they're bowing out, and the Spark could finally flip the point, but it's still being contested here, Jaws, despite Creative actually trying to stay there.
Yep, they do manage to take it in the end. Nice little bit of stall there.
They're just trying to call out Shy here, but instead they've called out MCD and IDK, 2 huge picks, because now currently the Spark don't have any other supports to hold on to this point. Look how pressured Bernard gets by Jester as he gets set up with that shield too. And the Spark actually have to evict themselves because the Dynasty are just moving their way in, taking in and out. Bernard has that grab to be utilized here, but Prophet gets hacked, and now Bernard can get into position here, utilizes the grab, could burn down through that shield. The Immortality Field needs to go down first. TU eats a Pulse Bomb. It's been so on point with the eating here, but nobody could touch on the Spark. So Dynasty...
Animo. EMP.
EMP though, huge EMP. That actually costed the support lineup of Spark. They're gonna go down as the rest of the Dynasty can hold forward. Despite losing that DPS lineup, it doesn't matter. You got Creative with those Discord orbs. You got 2U popping off, making sure. Oh, nice Matrix right there, saving MCD. He happens to get away just shortly though, as Creative actually goes in, finishes IDK just to make sure MCD can't get away. And Seoul Dynasty not only leading in numbers, but still applying so much pressure before flipping this point, already at 65% as they flip it.
Okay.
To nail this here. So it's getting contested. Architect has found both of the supports though from the Dynasty. They didn't know where Architect was at the time. He was too busy going to the back in a nice sleep, allowing Architect to get a quick 3K. And the overtime is ticking away, but it doesn't matter because the Spark successfully flipped the point.
Okay, the Spark from that pulse bomb. Spark is in a good position. They do have a lot of control, but Shy ends up going down.
Absolutely. With belly full here to you now trying to get in the action. Both the supports are down in the Spark with Bernard having this nano boost, putting in so much damage. Now taking control. This series is so close right now, Jaws. And Spark have finally been able to build that foundation that they needed.
Oh, they've done it. They flipped over. OT, taken down. There we go. Full completion.
Prophet even managed to find Architect, just maybe flying a little too low here. I'm not too sure, but now the DPS lineup of Spark are gone. Meanwhile, Gushui still finding a pick with the pile driver. The Dynasty not only have control over the point here, Jaws, but now they have control over this team fight. They're just cleaning up around Spark.
Yeah, and they Spark actually nanoed Bernard there.
Flip this once, but with so many tools, Shy doesn't land that mark. Only 2U gets hit with that EMP, and Anima was right there with the rally. Now everyone has that rally armor, and now the rest of the Spark are falling one by one. They couldn't even flip the point once here. Currently, the Dynasty got the reverse 3-0 right now, Josh. They're just cleaning up the Spark. It's just a matter of time. And with that said here, they adapted, and they take it over the Spark 3-2.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. That's what I'm talking about. The Seoul Dynasty. They find the full reverse sweep. Oh my word, the Spark. Devastating, devastating loss. The first match in the Countdown Cup for them, and they get reverse.